Alright, so first of all, sorry if this video comes out a bit late. I just got home from shopping. I got some new shoes. I got some off-white Nike Dunks. Thanks to you guys, alright? Thank you all so much for the support on the channel, honestly. Being that you know I'm a teenager and you guys are blessing me like this, I honestly just wanted to say thank you because this is an insane thing to be able to do. I mean, to seriously be able to buy, clothes at my age for myself and be able to, feed myself and my family, all thanks to you guys, is just amazing. I love you all so much. Dude, I'm so appreciative. I'm running out of breath here. But, yeah, today we're gonna be reacting to a dude who ended up getting his mother pregnant. It's wild, dude. So without further ado, buckle up and get right into the video. Let's do it. But before we do, if you guys don't mind, go ahead and subscribe to the channel for two reasons. That vegan teacher's trying to pass me in subscribers currently, and we just can't let that happen, alright? And second of all, I'm trying to hit 500,000 subscribers currently, so if you can, contribute to both of those causes and subscribe right now, that'd be amazing. But without further ado, all of the talking aside, let's go ahead, hop straight into this video, and see how insane these people truly are.
My dad's a total jerk, and not even good looking. So how come he was able to marry Lexi, a stunning model who's been on the cover of Vogue and dated several famous football players? Well, we live in South America, and my dad made lots of money taking backhanders. Yeah, he was a corrupt politician who was giving government contracts to whoever paid the biggest bribe. That's why we lived in an enormous mansion, even though his government salary was less than $50,000 per year. How do I know all this? Well, my dad told me. He even tried to recruit me.
Honestly, here we are, reacting to this dude already not liking his father, so you know what he's gonna do? Go steal his woman, dude, his own mom. Seriously, though, she was on the cover of Vogue and dated 7 football players. Man, she seems like a bit of a bad word. I can't even say the word. Now, I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke, yeah, me man. Jokes aside, though, how have you guys been doing today? Honestly, this is a tradition here on the channel. Comment down below how your day has been, and the comment for today is, CSGO. Comment CSGO, 10 times, and I'll heart all of those comments. Tell me how your day's been. I'll respond to those and heart those, too. Y'all already know how we're rocking here on the Pointless YouTube channel if I could actually speak English. I mean, here I am. Just came home. It's 6 o'clock. I gotta get a video out, dude. I'm surfing on CSGO. Alright, back to this doofus trying to get his mom pregnant.
He said I'd make lots of money, but I refused and told him that millions of people were living in poverty because of corrupt politicians like him. Of course, he got angry and yelled at me to be grateful for everything he'd bought for me. I didn't care though, and the real victim was Lexi anyway. After she got married to my dad, he treated her horribly. He'd make her dress in revealing maid costumes and ordered her to cook for him or clean the living room while he watched. He seemed to get a kick out of having power over her. Okay, maybe you think Lexi deserved it. I mean, she only married Dad for his money.
Bro's trying to be a superhero, but in the complete wrong way. Like, I don't care how down bad things get, you just don't do anything of this nature. Like, honestly, dude, it's just a no-no to actually go ahead and do something like this. Like, it's weird, it's just not cool. I mean, your dad's been... man, I just can't. I feel so uncomfortable even just going into detail because it's so weird, dude. Like, the videos we react to of this caliber are so insane that I think we're on the absolute wrong website, dude. Like, youtube.com, nah, .com something else, bro.
But she always seemed so sad. One day, I found Lexi crying. I asked what was wrong, and she told me my dad had screamed at her for hours and said he'd kick her out if she annoyed him again. I said I was sorry for how my dad was treating her. But suddenly, she pushed me back, straddled me, and started kissing me all over. She whispered, "Show me how a real man treats a woman." I should have walked away, but I was only 18. Having a gorgeous model come on to me was the best thing that had ever happened to me.
There's no way in all of your 18 years of being a human being that's the best thing that's ever happened to you. Like, bro, you have to be an absolute down bad type of dude for that to be the best ever, bro. Like, I can name times where I've went out with family, friends, or just honestly did anything that's probably 10 times better and more fun or entertaining than that could ever be. Like, that something like that only lasts for a few minutes, bro. And if you get caught, or in his case, when he did get caught, nothing came out of it but consequences. But let's continue because let's be real here. I haven't watched the full thing yet, but I can already tell nothing comes good out of getting your own mother pregnant, bro. Like, none.
As we were making out, I heard my dad walking towards the room. Lexi laughed and told me I had lipstick all over my face. I panicked and jumped behind the couch to hide. Dad came in and sat next to Lexi, saying, "I've got a business trip this weekend. There'll be plenty of security guards around to keep an eye on you, and they'll notify me if you try to go anywhere. I recommend you don't make another mistake.
I swear this old man's like straight up holding her hostage. Like, bro, we get it. You're controlling. Let her go, bro. Like, let her out. Get her done, bro. Off topic, but my history teacher says that, bro, and it's honestly hilarious, dude. Like, my history class is one of the funniest classes in school, dude. Like, it's literally just me and a ton of my friends just laughing, dude. Like, it's great, dude. It's good. But seriously, this man went on a business trip, and little did he know his son would be in some big business, bro. Cause he made a mistake. And I don't mean the kid was, I mean, well, never mind.
Now give me a kiss. Ugh, I wanted to throw up. Was my dad kissing the same woman I'd made out with 2 minutes earlier? Gross! But after he left, Lexi and I started kissing again. It was such a rush because I knew it was wrong, and I never even held a girl's hand before, and now I was making out with a supermodel. You'd have done the same if you were me. Of course, if my dad found out, he would kill us. But I couldn't keep my hands off Lexi.
Bro, why does he gotta talk so dramatic? He's like, well, if you were, no, let me get it right. He was like, if you were, no, I gotta get it right. If you were in my position, you'd do it too. I mean, just look at her. She's super hot, supermodel, dude. Like, why does he talk about, like, why does he talk about her like one of those super dramatic, like, car dealership commercials? Buy one, get one free, half off. We got here, come here and you can drive off the lot. Bro, I'm having too much fun with this video, dude.
Our affair went on for months. Whenever Dad went out, Lexi and I hooked up. Even though she was older than me, we fell in love. I gave her the kindness and affection my dad wouldn't. But then, Lexi fell pregnant. There was no doubt I was the father because it happened during one of my dad's business trips. Of course, we didn't tell my dad. He thought the baby was his. But after my daughter, Haley, was born, my dad became even more of an ass. He told Lexi she was fat and threatened to give Haley away if she continued screaming.
Bro, why is this old man mad that a literal baby is screaming, bro? Like, we get it. You're a psychopath. You use people for money. You scam them for money, and your son's getting in your girlfriend's pants, bro. Honestly, this got to be one of the worst families I've ever seen. You got a supermodel mom who's literally just using this dude for money. You got a kid over here who's never talked to a girl in his entire life, and he gets his hand on his mom, and he goes a little. Then you got the dad over here literally stealing money from people, bro, like a corrupt politician. Like, how when it just can't get.
Even though she was just a baby. Lexi and I thought about running away, but we didn't have the money, and my dad would have found us anyway. The only way we'd be free was if my dad died or went to jail. So I came up with a plan. I told my dad I'd changed my mind about helping with his business deals. He was so happy. He said he'd never been prouder of me. Over the next few weeks, I went with him on business meetings with various companies. It was shocking how open they were about bribing my dad and how much money they were going to make.
Bro's getting himself into a life of crime just to run away with his supermodel stepmom. Like, bro, you're really wildin'. Like, you're doing anything, and I mean anything for some. This guy has to be the biggest simp I think I've ever seen. I mean, he might be a bigger simp than Mason himself, honestly. I don't know, dude.
They wouldn't have been so open if they'd known that I'd planted hidden microphones in Dad's office. I was recording every word they said. After a few months, I had enough evidence to send my dad to prison for the rest of his life. But I had an even better idea. I decided to blackmail him. That was the hardest conversation of my life. I'll never forget my dad's face when I told him, "She's not your child." He said, "What?" I said, "Haley, she's not yours. I got Lexi pregnant while you were away on a business trip." My dad laughed. "Ha ha, that's the best joke I've heard in a while." But I just glared at him and said,
"Well, you know what, that's enough. I'm gonna pass it over to Decept. He's gonna talk about how this dude literally is in love with his own father. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the video. Decept, take it away, and guys, stick to the end because I will be literally right back."
Alright, men, welcome back to yet again another video on the channel, and today, we're gonna be checking out something pretty scary, pretty weird, and, pretty disgusting, alright? Now, a few hours hours ago, I was scrolling through YouTube trying to find something to make a video on because I didn't upload yesterday. Sorry about that. I was tired. And I found a video I had no choice but to react to because this video is by a channel known as Truly with 9 million subscribers. And this video is called He's Not My Dad, He's My Boyfriend, Love Don't Judge, with over 760,000 views. Now, I click on the video and I run it for a good, I want to say like 4 seconds. And I kid you not, 4 seconds in, I'm like, yo, I gotta hop on a video and talk about this because this video, it's quite something. I'll say that much, dude. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today, and I hope you guys enjoy it. But before I start, I never plug this in videos, but I have a Twitter account. Go follow it. It's @DeceptYT. So if you have a Twitter account, go follow my Twitter, bro. That'd mean a lot. Also, if you end up enjoying the video, get down below and leave a like on it. And also, while you're down there, subscribe because I'm really trying to hit 200k subs soon. And you know, if you could sub, that would mean a lot. So yeah, with all that out of the way, let's begin.
This is 23-year-old Caleb. He fell in love with
Daddy's Boy. Daddy's Boy. The video has ran for, I kid you not, 4 seconds. And already, Daddy's Boy?
56-year-old Mark.
I think Mark's best quality is definitely his eyes.
Their relationship has received criticism due to their age gap.
When I get comments that are calling my boyfriend a flat out like those are the only ones that trigger me.
Yeah, dude, I'll be real. I really cannot blame people for judging your whole relationship here because when you're wearing stuff like this, Daddy's Boy, and I love my daddy, when you're dating a dude who's 30 years older than you, literally old enough to be your dad, people are naturally gonna see that and find it weird. You're doing it to yourself.
How when me and Mark met, it's not the most conventional way. I was 17 and he didn't necessarily know that.
Caleb and I met, I was 49 and he was 17. Of course people are gonna have an issue with it.
Well, yeah, I would hope people would have an issue with that, dude, because that's disgusting. This dude was 17 years old, right? Not even out of high school yet. You were what, 49, and you matched with each other on Grindr and started dating and stuff? Like, where were this kid's parents, bro? Like, okay, I get where they live. I think it's Michigan. It's legal, like the age of consent is 17 or 16. But either way, that's pretty disgusting, bro. Like, imagine you have a kid or a son who's 17 and he matched with a dude who's 49 on Grindr and they start like dating and whatnot. You would find that weird. You would find that pretty disgusting, and if you wouldn't, then to put it simply, you shouldn't be a parent.
I didn't necessarily expect when I met Caleb that I was going to fall in love with him.
I took my friend's phone who I was living with and I downloaded the app. I'm sure everyone knows of Grindr, and I just started messaging, and I got a message from this one guy. He seemed really nice, so he wanted to meet. I thought, why not? So the next day I went and I met him, and ever since I've been with him.
Look at this photo and tell me you don't see an issue. Caleb 17, Mark 49, and a big heart emoji, dude. Like, what am I watching? Genuinely, what is this video at all?
Can't see your face when I have it like that. There you go. Hi, baby. Hi.
Your head was a foot above the flower, dude.
Whilst Mark was initially concerned about their age gap, he's found mounting judgment about their relationship difficult to deal with.
As far as judgments, if they see an older person walking alongside of a younger person, it's probably going to be, oh, that's his son, that's his nephew, that's something, right? Online, it's very harsh. Everything from I must be a to this is sick to, I don't need to repeat them all, but there's just a lot of people with very closed minds who believe two men shouldn't be together. If an older man's dating a younger woman, that seems to be like, oh, he's got his trophy bride, or it's almost like the high five thing.
Okay, well, to be fair, if these quote-unquote trophy brides or trophy wives were still in high school, like 16 or 17 years old, I think people would still find that pretty weird, dude. Like, imagine you had a daughter that was, as I said, 16 or 17 years old, and some 49-year-old dude met her on a dating app, and they started going on dates and saying all this weird stuff. I'm pretty sure you don't want to beat that guy up or call the cops or do anything, dude. Because, yeah, maybe the age of consent is 16 or 17 where you live, but regardless of that, that's still pretty disgusting, is it not? Because think of it, you were like 33 years old when this dude was born. You were a legal drinking age. Hell, you were at the age when people normally have kids and start families when this guy was born, and you met him when he was 17. Like, is no one else losing their mind watching this video, dude? God.
Caleb has a popular YouTube channel, which frequently features Mark, and his relationship has been criticized harshly online.
When I get comments that are calling my boyfriend a flat out like those are the only ones that trigger me. It triggers me specifically because it's a real occurrence. There are actual my boyfriend is in a consensual relationship with a 23-year-old male. People shouldn't judge.
Stop rubbing his thighs, bro. Oh, it's like they're doing the most to make everybody watching the video as uncomfortable as humanly possible. Like wearing shirts like, I love my daddy, rubbing thighs, kissing, all of that, dude. And you wonder why you get judged. Like, bro, I can smell the demonetization symbol from here. Like, I just know it's coming. I know it's coming.
So one of the judgments is that I must be buying his affection. And, you know, the YouTube channel probably encourages that because a lot of his titles are sugar baby and blah, 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 blah. They're sensationalized and they intend to get people, well, what is this all about, right? So they have to go watch the video, but he's not a sugar baby. He's very capable of taking care of himself and he wants to.
So why do you title the videos that way? Like, yes, I get it, you know, clickbaiting to get extra views. I respect it and all. But when you are so adamant on, oh my god, please don't judge us, it's not your business, or oh my god, please stop saying this and that, I'm not a sugar baby. Yeah, you go on YouTube and you call yourself a sugar baby on numerous occasions. Like, you're just adding fuel onto the fire you so desperately want to be put out. It's like selling your house to pay the rent. It's so counterproductive.
But the couple have had to deal with more than just judgment online. They've had their own relationship issues to contend with.
Just to start with the cheating.
Yeah.
Well, I call it the cheating, even though it was. You know, are you comfortable with me talking about this?
I'd rather not.
So basically, my boyfriend has been cheating on me.
Wait, so this dude said, okay, let's not talk about the cheating yet. They just roll footage of them talking about the cheating. This video is such a train wreck, dude. Like, yes, maybe it's giving me a massive headache. Maybe it's gonna get me demonetized. But hey, I won't lie. It's an entertaining train wreck.
On my Instagram, I got a message from this account called I'm So Into Mark. For the past few months, he's been sneaking away to my apartment.
If you don't stop chewing that pizza so loud within the next 5 seconds, my brain is going to explode. I can hear the saliva bouncing around in your mouth like it's a damn trampoline. For the love of God, stop it, you absolute psychopath. Like, they're talking about how this dude literally cheated on them, and he's sitting there like, this sure is a damn good slice of pizza.
What do you have to say for yourself? Who is this person?
No, there's bomb ass out there. It's really hard to resist.
Stay away from my boyfriend. He's my hunk.
Yeah, you may feel like he's your hunk, but he don't feel the same way about you, bro. He literally just said, oh my god, cheating on you, it was something I just couldn't resist. And you get back with that, dude? Like, he just admitted he doesn't give a single damn about you, and you still get back with him, dude? Like, at that point, whatever happens in this relationship, your fault. You should not have gotten back with him, bro.
I know he's sexy, and that's why I'm trying to keep him off my channel.
I'm sorry, they love.
Yeah, nah. Just nah, dude. Like, first we got this old man out here prowling for high schoolers on Grindr. Like, oh, he's 17. Let me hit him up. Let me sign his DMs. And then he gets together. They have a relationship for a few years. And then he goes and he cheats on him. Like, God, this situation is such a train wreck. It's actually unbelievable, dude. Like, okay, if you're a 23-year-old dude and you want to date some 50-year-old man, I think it's really weird. But sure, man, go ahead. It's legal and it's your choice. You're a fully grown man. But the fact that they met when this guy was 17 and this dude was 49, that's where my issue is. And I want to clear this up because I know I'm gonna get comments about it. No, I'm not homophobic. I didn't have an issue with anything in this video because it was two dudes. If you think that at all, you're an idiot. Play back the video and name one time I mentioned it in a negative way at all. But yeah, I think it's about all I can take for today. I really don't want to watch this stuff anymore. If you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, click on the thingies popping up where I see more. Also, go down below and leave a like so I know how to make more videos like this. That's if Susan doesn't demonetize or age restrict it. And yeah, on that I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.
Thank you, Decept, for hopping on. But yeah, I'm gonna finish reacting to the other videos. So yeah, without further ado, let it take it away.
Haley's mine. Lexi and I are leaving today and taking her with us. We won't let our daughter grow up around a monster. That's when Dad realized I was telling the truth. He shoved me up against the wall and snarled, "You think you can sleep with my wife and I'll just let you go?" I pushed him back and said, "You treat your wife and my daughter like servants, and we're not putting up with it. I've got hours of recordings which prove you've been taking bribes. If something should happen to me or my family, one of my friends will send them to every single journalist in this country, as well as the cops, and you'll go to prison for the rest of your life." Dad's face went red. He was so angry, he punched a hole into the wall. But he knew he couldn't touch me. An hour later, Lexi, Haley, and I left my dad's house. We took his favorite car and $50,000 and moved into a hotel. I thought we had plenty of money, but we didn't. Lexi was used to living in luxury, and she hated the cheap hotel we stayed in.
I mean, bro, come on now. She's a supermodel. Obviously, she's not gonna want to live in a rundown hotel. But I mean, it's kind of fake, though. Obviously, because I mean, you're the father of her child. Unfortunately enough, and being that I'm pretty much still a fetus. I mean, it's not. I mean, I don't know what true love is, but that's definitely not it, bro. Materialistic love is not real at all. Honestly, this dude and his dad made a massive mistake by taking this woman in. I mean, she just using him for the bands, bro. It's sad.
After just 3 months, she'd spent all our money. She told me she couldn't survive like this, and said she'd find someone else if I couldn't give her everything she wanted. But how was I supposed to do that? I didn't have a job. I was barely out of high school. So, I went back to my dad and demanded $5 million. I knew he could afford it. He laughed in my face and said, "Oh, I knew you were just like me. Didn't you say you wanted to earn your money legally?" He was right. Maybe I wasn't any better than him, but I didn't care. I couldn't lose Lexi. I said, "I know you have the money. Give it to me." My dad replied, "I'll give it to you tomorrow at noon, but you'll have to promise me you'll never ask for money again." I said, "Deal. I promise." Wow, it had actually worked. Dad gave me the money, and I could buy everything Lexi wanted again. We moved to a better hotel, and we were happy for a while.
Bro, I don't know who to feel bad for in this situation. It's just like so much fake energy throughout this entire video, bro. Like, just these people are so weird, bro. Like, I don't know how things happen. Dude, I'm just talking at this point. I gotta use the bathroom. I gotta eat Chick-fil-A, bro. I'm sad of it.
But over the next few months, I began to see why Lexi had married my dad. She was incredibly shallow and only cared about money. Although she was still the hottest woman I knew, we had nothing in common, and she refused to act like a proper mom. One day, we had a big fight. I told her she was dressing like a tramp, and I didn't want her going out with Haley looking like that. She got really offended and said, "Do you think it's fun staying in all the time with a little boy like you?" That night, I slept on the couch, and when I woke up, the safe where we kept our money was gone, and so was Lexi. I was left with Haley, but no money to take care of her. I had no choice but to go back to my dad to get more money. But when I went to see him, he said, "You promised not to ask for more money." I said, "I don't care. Lexi stole everything from me. Just give me $1 million. That'll be enough for me. This really is the last time I'll ask you for anything." He warned, "This will have consequences." I didn't know what he meant, and I didn't care. He gave me the money, and I drove back to the hotel Haley and I lived in. But a few days later, when I went to Haley's kindergarten to pick her up, they told me her mom and grandfather had picked her up already.
She ran off on you, bro. You're just not successful enough, man. You gotta run your bands up and then maybe she'll come back. Cause she going back to your father, bro. He has all the money and she can't live without the money, cause she's just a materialistic type of gal.
My blood ran cold. A few minutes later, my cell beeped with a text from my dad. It read, "Come to my house. We need to talk." I didn't want to go, but I had to make sure Haley was safe. When I arrived, Dad was holding my daughter in his lap. She was sleeping and well. He said, "So, my son, the tables have turned. I won't play your games anymore. Your daughter and Lexi will live far away from you. They'll be safe as long as you don't publish any of the recordings." I begged and pleaded. "Don't take my daughter. I want to live with her. I'll give you back the $1 million if you'll just let me be with her." But my dad said, "You're lucky she's still alive. And since I'm feeling generous, I'll let you see your daughter once a year." I looked at my sleeping child. She was so beautiful. I wanted to hold her tight and never let go, but I knew I had no choice. So I went back to my hotel.
Man, this guy right here is just something else. I don't even know what to say at this point. I really don't.
I realized I had $1 million and almost every freedom in the world. Life wasn't too bad, even though I missed Haley like crazy. That's why, over the next few months, I apologized over and over to my dad, hoping he'd change his mind. But he wouldn't. Since I didn't see Haley very often, she barely knew who I was when I visited her once a year. I took lots of photos of her while we were together, but she always looked sad and never called me dad. Seeing her like that broke my heart. She deserved better. I was desperate to do something, but since I couldn't use the recordings I had, I didn't know what. The more I thought about it, the only solution I could think of was if my dad died. Now, I'm not saying I planned his death. He was always surrounded by bodyguards, guys who'd been in the army. I wouldn't stand a chance against them. But one day, my dad was assassinated. Of course, it had nothing to do with me, but it solved all my problems.
This guy's right here a menace. He scammed his dad out of $1 million, got the bands from him, and now he's just running off. Like, this guy is great, dude.
I got my daughter back and inherited all my dad's money. The only one who was left with nothing was Lexi. She came to see me and begged me to give her some money. I asked her, why should I give money to someone who stole from me? She replied, because your dad took all my money away from me, and I'm the mother of your child. Wow. In the end, we agreed I'd pay her a small allowance as long as Haley lived with me. I hate giving money to a selfish woman like her, but at least I have my daughter back, and that's all that matters to me.
Well, moral of the story here is, kids, don't do anything with people you know in your family. Just stick to the just stick to outside the family, bro. Like, just don't, please. But seriously though, everybody, be responsible and don't do anything that was mentioned in this video. But yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna sign out. Go eat my Chick-fil-A. I love you all. Thank you all so much for the support, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.